Hey, welcome back. Here's a chance for me to introduce you to the CanaSound line and the CanaSound's family of SQ speakers. Now marketed under the CanaSQ line, found on CanaShop.ca. This is a Canadian product. It's being operated and ownership is right here in Western Canada, right out of Alberta, distributed out of Alberta, Canada. So, if you're into supporting Canadian products, this is a great opportunity. There's not a lot of Canadian brands out there. This is a great opportunity to support local and also have the benefits of a little better price and a nice aggressive price point that's going to make it so that you get a lot for your product. So there is the 3-way and the 2-way coaxial in the line. The 3-way has a 6.5, a 3-inch, and a 1-inch silk soft dome. The silk soft dome is sourced out of Europe, out of Germany, so it's a quality made tweeter. The same tweeter and mid can be found in the coaxial with similar design and basket. Just mounted a coaxial product has same butyl rubber surround, carbon cone, silk soft dome tweeter, low resonance aluminum basket that has very little reflection, nice open basket that's going to limit the amount of back pressure and amount of interference you get in a speaker. This is a nice unique design that you don't normally see in a product that has this sort of price point. Now we've got in the carbon cone, it's a low resonance epoxy, so it is designed to have low resonance. Along with that, it is a copper coil, again, that helps make it sound a little better and lowers the resonance. And speaking of resonance, this little 3-inch is just a little overachiever. This has a 120 Hz FS that I've tested myself here in-house. 120 Hz FS is just about unheard of in such a small 3-inch speaker, and definitely something you don't see unless you're spending thousands of dollars on a set of components. This tweeter here, again, silk soft dome, another low resonance speaker, 1.2K Hz resonance. And what that means for the just the do-it-yourselfers, or the guys interested in audio that aren't necessarily into all the specs, the lower the resonance, the better it's going to sound, the more sound you're going to get out of each speaker, which is really important. It's less likely to sound peaky or tinny. It's going to sound more natural, more true to how the artist intended to be listened to. So at the end of the day, it is about experiencing how it should sound live in concert or in the studio, and not necessarily how how the manufacturer of the speaker thinks it should sound. It's about being true to the artist, and that's something this brand does do very well. We have binding posts on the mid-range and the coaxial, spades on the mid and the tweet, but that is another key feature, is that we have a nice binding post, 24 karat gold plated. This is going to allow you to have screw-on connections that you're not going to lose out on your the problem with a lot of mid-range is those spade terminals do not have an optimal connection when you're running a lot of power, especially if you're mounting that mid in a door. Typically it's not a great environment, so the spade terminal is going to protect that connection, make it a little more secure. Now these speakers also have filtering built into them, which is nice because these are going in unwanted environments, moisture, dust, all the things that we have in Western Canada, gravel roads and all that. These are going to help keep the speakers sounding like they were from the factory. I've seen lots of $2,000 or $3,000 sets of components with no filtering, and I've actually had customers come back because they have dust in the speakers, they sound blown, or they actually cause damage to the speaker. I've even had ice form inside the voice coil of some well-known European speakers, and that just because the manufacturer didn't care to protect your investment. And this manufacturer has done that. We've reached out and we've built filtering, and even in the 3.5 we still have the filtering on the voice coil and on the back, so we're still able to have cooling, but we're able to protect it. So that's important for yourself as a consumer or a retailer. Less warranty, less issues. The better it sounds for longer, the better that investment was for you. And great packaging, wood packaging in the coax, metal box that comes with the 3.5s, so you're going to guarantee that your product arrives to you if you are buying online or you're getting it shipped out. And along with that, the 3-inch does come with a protective grille. That's something that a lot of the 3 and 4-inch speakers out there don't come with grills. actually, and then you're up to either getting custom grills made or leaving the speaker exposed to damage. So that's something that the 3.5 and the tweeter are protected by the grills. Typically your 6.5 is going in a location where it's protected by the door panel, but in that being said, we can come up with a custom speaker grill that does match the build for you here at Last Resort. So that's something that we can do for you on order. The speakers are award-winning. Some of the top competitors in sound quality in Western Canada are running these speakers, achieving great scores, and you know, the product speaks for itself. You know, lots of times when people listen to the speakers in our store, the comments I get is those are only, you know, whatever price, depending on the coaxial or the three-way. So people are actually blown away that they actually think they should be paying almost double. And I've actually had the opportunity to pull out good name brand European made speakers out of people's vehicle and replace them with the CanaSounds, and the customer went from having a blown speaker with the same setup. We set it up, set the same speaker in there, same location. It sounds better, it's louder, and it lasted. Like, you know, I've had customers who, you know, only have a set of coaxials last 6 months, and it's not necessarily how much you're spending, it's what you're buying. And that's important to know in the brand, that you're getting something that was engineered to last. It has lots of these little features like binding posts, terminals, adjustable crossover, 12 dB per octave on the crossover. So you're going to be able to have the good slopes that are going to get clarity to the speakers, and you're going to be able to get the volume out of them that you need without worrying about, you know, harming the speakers. The speakers can be run active in the three-way as well. So if there's anything else you guys need, you can reach out to us at Last Resort Fabrication here in Red Deer, Alberta, or you can look us up on CanaSoundShop.ca. Once again, you know, there's not a lot of Canadian brands out there as far as speakers or car audio goes. So if you are into supporting local, if you're not, just understand that you are getting quality product at a great pricing. You know, you're getting something that's well made, well engineered. You can tell by the basket and by the cone, you know, this beautiful carbon fiber cone, beautiful rubber surround, so that it's not a foam surround that's going to wear out or fail over time. Low resonance carbon fiber, which is important because there are carbon fiber speakers out there that are too rigid and they do have a harsh sound. These don't. They sound very natural, very true to what the artist likes. So any more questions, reach out to us and we'd be glad to let you have a demo. We have a few demo vehicles going around Western Canada. You can look up some of the schedules of your local competitions, and hopefully you'll get a chance to see us and hear us in person. Thank you for your time.